How's it going, everyone? It is Horizon Forbidden West week, and the reviews have officially dropped. They're looking rather positive. While it doesn't break, I guess, the mythical 90 threshold on Metacritic, the reviews are still incredibly positive. And, yeah, we'll take a look at that. Dying Light 2 is getting some free DLC. I'll talk about that, and I just completed the game yesterday, so I'll talk a little bit about what I thought overall. And, give my assessment of the game. I didn't do everything, I definitely didn't 100% it, but I did a lot of the content, so we'll talk about that. And also, Capcom's got a countdown on their page, on their website, probably pointing towards the announcement of something, a potential big remake. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but yes, the Horizon Forbidden West reviews are in, and they are looking incredibly positive. Right now, the game is sitting at an 89 on Metacritic, so hey, this might fluctuate a little bit lower, might go up to a 90. At the end of the day, an 89 is an incredibly positive score. On OpenCritic, it's got an 88 average, 93% recommended, and then, again, like, IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, ACG said it was a buy. There's a lot of 8.5s and 8 out of 10s as well. The reviews go as low as, like, a 6 or 7 out of 10, so there were some more lukewarm reviews, but they do also go as high as a perfect score. Everybody seems to be raving about the graphics on PlayStation 5, and then also from a narrative standpoint, it looks to be an incredibly compelling game, much like the original. So that is incredibly exciting. Obviously, this is a game I know many of us are stoked for, and we're looking forward to it, and come this Friday, it'll finally be out. The preload is live right now, so make sure you preload the game. But it's nice to see the reviews are looking pretty positive. Game Informer gave it a 9.25, I believe. So that's a pretty solid score. Again, a lot of 9 out of 10s, and then there were a little bit more lukewarm reviews that did put the average down below a 90. Now, also, 89 on Metacritic, as I mentioned, that's actually the same exact Metascore of Horizon Zero Dawn, so figure that one out. That's a little bit funny, but nevertheless, very, very positive reviews, and it seems like the general consensus is that this does build upon the original game quite nicely. There were some bugs. I noticed Digital Foundry mentioned bugs, however, the day one patch seems to remedy all of those issues, so that's good to see, or the majority of those issues. With a big open world game, there are going to be bugs, but you just don't want to get into Dying Light 2 territory when it comes to bugs and glitches, and all is good. Let's also mention Cyberpunk 2077. You don't want to get to that territory. There's going to be bugs and glitches here and there, but you don't want it overwhelming, and it looks like Forbidden West is going to be pretty smooth sailing when it does drop this Friday. Again, preload live right now. Pick up the PlayStation 4 version, save yourself $10, and then you can enjoy the game. This is going to be a pretty big undertaking, it's going to be a lot of hours of gameplay if you're looking to do everything, but it's nice to see all the accessibility options they put in. If you do want to play the game at an easier difficulty, or if you want to tweak some of the settings, they're going to have a custom difficulty option as well, where you can really tailor the experience exactly how you want it, so that's going to be quite nice. Alright. So those reviews looking rather positive. Also, Dying Light 2 Stay Human Authority Pack free DLC trailer. This is going to be a 3-part free DLC, like cycle. Part 1 out of 3 is going to be available today, so you can go check that out. It's just equipment and stuff like that. It's nothing like too major. Part 1, I believe, is including the chess piece, the joggers, and then you're also going to get the sneakers with that as well, so that's quite nice. And then Part 2 and Part 3 are going to follow after that. So that's completely free DLC, and you should expect that with Dying Light 2, that there is going to be quite a bit of free DLC. That's what they did with Dying Light 1. There is going to be paid DLC ultimately as well. There's going to be some story-based DLC. So we'll see how that turns out, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of free DLC rolling in, and this is more of a minor free DLC update. Do expect some more significant, even free DLC content, and obviously the most significant DLC content is probably going to be the paid expansions, but Story Part 1, I think, drops in April or June. Don't quote me on that. Don't really remember off the top of my head. However, Dying Light 2, beat the game yesterday. What do I think overall about the game? I thought it was an enjoyable open world game that was a little bit, definitely everybody knows about the technical issues. Those are absolutely there. I thought it was incredibly compelling from a narrative standpoint early on, and then it kind of hit a lull in the, middle towards the latter portion of the game. And then I was not hot on the ending at all. Now, there are a plethora of different endings, and I looked up how many endings there are. I won't get into that based on the decisions you make throughout the game. And I seemingly got one of the worst endings. Maybe I should have made some different decisions throughout the game, but I got one of the worst endings. So, yeah, that wasn't ideal, but, yeah, overall, I enjoyed the game. I think the parkour gameplay is awesome. I thought that was a lot of fun. The platforming, obviously, like, that is the shining star of this game. The platforming was tremendous, even with it being buggy and irritating at times, but for the most part, the platforming and parkour gameplay was tremendous. Like, I would recommend, if you are going to play this game, I would get a lot of those parkour skills, you know, as quick as you can, because that'll enhance your experience quite a bit, and having as much stamina as you can when you utilize the inhibitors and whatnot to upgrade your health or your stamina. I went like straight stamina and a little bit of health. But yeah, enjoyed the game. The side content I'm probably going to delve into. Maybe I'll do another playthrough to try to get a different ending at some point, but at this point, you know, there's just so much coming out that Dying Light 2 is going to hit the shelf now. Enjoyed the game. Would I pay $60 for it? No. I think if you know, if you're the kind of person that has disposable income and you want a game to play, it's a fine game. I enjoyed it as an open world title, but yeah, but if you're kind of looking for games at a discounted price, or you're trying to pick games that you know you're going to really enjoy and they're going to be worth a full premium price, Dying Light 2 I probably would wait on a sale for, and again, ultimately, it is going to probably have like a complete edition or the following enhanced edition or whatever they're going to call it in a couple of years from now, and that might be a more timely time to get the title. So that's my food for thought on that, but again, credit to Techland, they're going to drop a lot of free DLC on this game, so that's going to be great. Lastly, I do want to note that Capcom has got a countdown page over on their website, capcom-games.com/countdown. As of the recording of this video, 6 days and 15 hours left on this countdown. So this is going to be an announcement next week. It seems like everybody thinks this is going to be the Resident Evil 4 remake. A lot of information about that is seemingly coming out, and yeah, based on how the RE2 remake did, and RE3 remake, even though it wasn't received as well as RE2's remake, it still sold very, very well. RE4 as a remake, I think that's going to sell way above RE2's performance and RE3, because RE4 is a game that I know a ton of people are super nostalgic with. Maybe that's just a biased point of view, because Resident Evil 4 was like the game that I got super into as my first Resident Evil game. Like, I played the older titles before Resident Evil 2, or excuse me, Resident Evil 4, but I got really into Resident Evil 4. Thought it was a great game. Obviously, some people aren't as hot about it taking it more to an action-oriented gameplay style, but I thought it still retained a lot of these survival horror elements that made it quite good. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to be awesome, and if they expand upon the story, expand upon some of the elements upon that game, that's going to be fantastic, in a game that I know a ton of people are going to get excited about. That's what I imagine this announcement is going to be. Like, I don't expect them to have a countdown like this to be like, yeah, bro, we got the Mega Man Battle Network collection. Yeah, the 1 week countdown built up to the Mega Man Battle Network collection being announced, which, mind you, I probably may be just as excited for the Battle Network collection as I would be Resident Evil 4 Remake, but maybe even more excited. I love Battle Network back in the day. But I don't think it's going to be a Battle Network collection that's going to be announced with this countdown, so take that for what you will. I do think it's going to be an RE4 remake, but that's going to do it for me. Again, Horizon Forbidden West reviews looking very, very positive. Dying Light 2 gets some free DLC dropping today, part 1 out of 3 of the Authority Pack, and Capcom's got a mystery countdown for a game announcement next week. It looks like it'll be some sort of game announcements. That's what I would imagine, and I would imagine it's going to be RE4's remake. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.